days for 14 hours. Hello, YouTube. Should be live. Yes, indeed. Alright. So, let's go to... I won't really be using chat here. Anyways, Jaco Music here already. Welcome in. Welcome in. Let's adjust. Does this look good? Is everything good? I'm in a new location today. Traveling. But yeah, everything else should be the same. I guess we don't have the website, so I might want to build. Forgot about that. Want to build a potential thing that says the websites before we get started. Okay. Where are you? You're here. And yeah, let's just see. We want people to know playscrabble.com. That's what we want people to know. But yeah, welcome in. Welcome everyone viewing from YouTube. We're going to be playing some Scrabs. And yeah, I guess I'll probably just make it look like this. Like the other thing. Yeah, that's fine. Hey, Dustin. Welcome. Oh, I already have a match request from Dustin. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. Alright, so I don't hear any sound, which is interesting. That sound seems to be working, but... Ah, there it is. Okay, it's too loud. Perfect. I forget that when the sounds go. Hey Lola, welcome in. Yeah, I forget when the sounds work and when it makes sounds and when it doesn't. Alright, so Dustin's first, as usual. When someone matches, they always go first, as far as I'm aware. And yeah, we'll see what he does. I have a rack that screams bingo to me. However, I still haven't seen what that bingo might be. Weepy. Interesting placement. So the first thing I noticed about this play is I didn't know the word, but it's valid because this is word validation. Second thing I noticed is that he could have doubled the W, but chose not to, which seems to be a mistake. Anyways, I know that weepier is good, and I guess weepies is good. I totally forgot about that word. What's the idea, though? Can I bingo? That is my question. Am I able to use all of my letters? And do I sound good? Does everything sound good from this new location? I think I checked everything beforehand, and it seems good. I have my tea. Some green tea. And I think we're ready to go. I mean, we're playing a game, so we'd better be. So Weepy, I really want to bingo. What could I have on this rack? Royalism, sirloin, milor, oil rims, similor. Maybe through the P. I am unsure. I can try and get a bot running. Although my bot has not worked very well. but we can try it. We can try to see if it will work. Remove. I do need to make a move at some point. I still don't really know what I want to do. The bot should be connected, but I don't really know. I see. Potentially Muffin with Tentacle. Gertchie, welcome as well. So Muffin with Tentacle indicating to me that I'm not going to find something. Saving me some time. Oh, I already have another match request. Cool. We'll look at that after the game. Thank you for sending your requests in, everybody. So, I guess I'll just play like Miri or something. And what that does is sets up multiple spots for my S. The leave isn't ideal, but it's pretty good. Ooh, okay, so now I have Explorers. So yeah, I was setting up Sweepier, Miri. Oh, Miri doesn't take an S, oops. It's Mirin only. So this is a S spot, I guess, and this is the S spot. I really thought I was setting up 3 spots, but I forgot that Miri doesn't take an S. Cool, Jacob music. That's amazing. All right, so we're definitely gonna play Jake next. So we have multiple spots for Explorers. This one being the highest scoring one. And I doubt they're all gonna get blocked, unless, I mean, I guess he could play a 3-letter word here. At 9i, that's the only way I could consider it that my bingos will be blocked. But then I have plexors, right? Yeah, okay. So I have bingos everywhere. I only just now saw the 7-letter word. Anyways, how's everyone doing? How's Super Noodles doing? Thank you for confirming that the sound was good. Oh my gosh. Well, now we have like, I mean, I guess he blocked the highest scoring Explorers, but now we have plexors for 107 and plexors here for probably like 100, right? 104. So I guess we'll take the points. This S hook is a little bit more problematic than this S hook because you don't have to bingo for it to score tons. Like a triple to a double, triple letter to a double word usually scores, and then doubled again, usually scores more than just a triple. But there's also this spot at 012, which I would be blocking with plexors for 107. Man, an embarrassment of riches here. But the other issue is if I play plexors for 107, I am blocking this spot, but I'm giving back this huge triple. So I think I'm just going to take the points here, and maybe we'll have some high scoring plays in a few turns, in the few future turns that we have to use all these spots. But yeah, Dustin playing extremely aggressively with Futon. I like to see it. When the site is available in the UK, you'll challenge. Sounds good, Gertchie. Yeah, hopefully that happens soon. I do hear that hopefully hopefully we'll be able to get the site available internationally in the next, I don't know, weeks, maybe months. We'll see. We'll only know when we know, I think. Is how these things work. I'm doing well. As you can probably tell from my voice, I'm a little bit groggy. But I'm gonna get energy from this tea. And let's see if the bot works. Yeah, the bot isn't really working. Hopefully my energy levels are good. I definitely think that I sound tired, and I sort of am because I've been traveling. But I also tried to take a nap earlier and only got like around an hour in, so probably not a good idea to try a nap. But I feel energized. My voice needs to get there. All right, so we have the J, the Q, and the V. Three very um, inflexible tiles. And the G, of course. The worst of the bunch. But we have the U with the Q, so we can just play Quiver. And I think that's probably what I'll do. Keep the JG, which isn't the worst thing. If we draw an A, we have a Quiver and Jag for over 30 points. So I think I'll just play that without further ado. Wow, we draw both blanks, but as you can see, we drew another V, and with the G and the J, I do not believe there's a 7 or 8 letter word using these beautiful letters that we have. I see a 10 letter word with these racks, with this rack, like overjoying. But that's the smallest, shortest word that I see with these letters. Maybe there's something shorter. Hey. Sounds good. Thank you, Will. Good evening to you as well. I think my bot is just not working. So if you have a bot to put on, that would probably be best. But yeah, my bot's been acting up no matter where I've been in the world. So I think I'll just... Oh, and WTF might also put his bot. That could work too. Okay, Will go get his. But thank you, WTF, also for... I guess that was WTF's way of saying that he could put his. But yeah, we all have bots and we're all sharing. A very sharing community, the Scrabble community, if you didn't already know. All right, so what's going on here? We have a very nice lead against Dustin. Yeah, so we saw the opening play of Weepy, which sacrificed 6 points for not doubling the W. So we saw that was an unforced error. And this happens no matter what level you are in Scrabble. You will make mistakes like that. The most common mistake of just misplacing a word is when you have like a bingo with a blank and it contains a duplicate letter. So the blank will be a letter that you already have on your rack, maybe an S, for example, and you play your actual S somewhere that doesn't hit a bonus square, and then you'll play your blank S either hooking a word or on a bonus square, and you'll just sacrifice points for no reason other than you just failed to think about the placement of the blank. So that happens sometimes, and it's just like an easy, and it could matter. It's 2 points, it's 1 point, it's 3 points. It could sometimes even be 6 points, just because you just didn't put the letters in the right place. So we see that in Scrabble all the time, and I guess the better you are, the less likely you are to make this sort of unforced error, but it still happens at the highest level. Might have been classic deep cut troll. It could be. All right, thank you, BotDur15. We like BotDur15 almost as much as we like Scrabble Kitty. All right, so Da was played, getting some points. It's a nice little sandwich play, as I would call it. And we want to play some of our clunk off. So I see Goji as an option. Obviously, when you have like 2 blanks, you sort of want everything. And what I can do with 2 blanks is I can actually just play one of them and keep the other. And the second blank is not worth as much as the first blank. The first blank is worth around 25 points on average, sometimes more. The second blank is worth a lot less than that because you usually don't need 2 blanks to bingo. So Goji's 24, Jag is 38. It's a 14-point difference. The leave is a bit better after Goji. So I'd say maybe something like a 12 or 10-point difference in value of the plays. And so is this blank worth 10 points? I would say probably not, considering the defensive merit of a quiver not taking any hooks. So I'm thinking of just playing Jag here. I could also play Jive V or Jived or something. There could be other plays that I'm missing. Yeah, let's go with Jag and get rid of one of our blanks. And basically the thing is here is Dustin's just gonna be like, oh no, he must have the other blank. That's the reaction I imagine most players have when someone plays their blank for like less than 50 points. Like, oh no, they probably have the other one. And so this is more of like a power move than anything else. It's being like, see, I'm drawing all the good tiles and there's nothing you can do about it. So yeah, sorry in advance to Dustin, because also my VOE blank rack turned much better than I expected. We drew ANT3 bingo tiles, and we have bingos everywhere here on this board. We just need to find them. So there's no Vates that doesn't play anymore because I blocked it. There's a bunch of stuff through the eye. Is there something like Venatron? I'm thinking there might be a word to the end, but I don't know what it is. I think non-ovate might be a word. But yeah, it's possible. I guess it's possible we won't have a bingo next turn from what I'm seeing now. But since there's so many bingos with the I, we should be okay. But what are those bingos? Let's find those bingos before we say. Conative? That's a word. Alright, so we are gonna bingo through the I. What else would we have? I want to hit both double words. So let's think. Conative, donative, so there's nothing with the L. Ovaltine, velation, levation, all of those words are not valid. Anti-move is not a word. Is there a word there, though? Venation. So venation is a word that also doesn't hit both doubles. With the R, I don't see anything. With the S, I also don't see anything. The T, no. Notative still doesn't hit both doubles. So I guess we have to content ourselves with not hitting both doubles. So I'm going to play conative. I might be missing something, but I'm already winning by so much. And conative doesn't take an S as far as I know, so I'm happy to go one short of the double word here. Probably missed something there. Yeah, Dustin has been cursed. I feel like every time I play Dustin, I draw so well. I guess if that's happening to Will as well, the curse has to be real. His day will come. I listened to the Amy Winehouse version of that song recently. Our day will come. Hey, WTF 914. Do we have a second WTF in chat? That's pretty incredible. We have 2 WTFs in chat. Everybody say hi to WTF. Mangrisani, checking co-natives. Just to verify that I wasn't crazy. Thank you for that. Welcome in as well, Mr. Angrisani. There's something so sinister about heptagons. What is so sinister about heptagons? I feel like pathogens are far more sinister than heptagons. WTF? You don't know. You can, it's okay. There can be more than one. I think Wander15 is in lots of chats with Lone Wanderer, and sometimes even with Happy Wanderer. Heptagons are left-handed. Oh, Heroin, nice play. Yeah, very nice play here. I think I'm gonna play Auntie and take the triple and score as much as I can see. And yeah, just coast. That's what we're doing. We're coasting. What do you mean by heptagons are left-handed? And what is are you implying that left-handedness is sinister? Because I know a lot of people that would disagree. I read somewhere that people that are left-handed, or did I read it somewhere or just hear somewhere? Sinister comes from the Latin word from left-handed? Oh my gosh. Oh, I did not know that. That's a really cool fact. But is it also a fact that left-handed people have more precision in their dexterity, whereas people that are right-handed have more strength? Or is that totally made up? Ethine, really nice play by Dustin. That is a problem. Man, language needs to be updated. Is there a I don't think there's an extension of plexors. I should have thought about that. The Romans were anti-left. Very good. All right. As we do when we're winning by too much, let's open a triple to give our opponent the chance of potentially coming back into the game. Otherwise, there's no chance. So we play the word boletti, plural of bolitus, or I guess boliti, if I'm going to pronounce the singular differently. I should probably pronounce them both the same, even though I'm probably pronouncing them wrong anyway. And yeah, maybe I'll get tripled on, like last time with Lola. Yeah, there's some inconsistencies, Patchy. Also, hi, Patchy. I didn't say hi to you. There are some inconsistencies with what is valid. For a long time, I think firewoman wasn't a word. There are a bunch of like man words that don't have women equivalents, stuff like that. Zoolander is anti-left. Man, I'm actually old enough to have watched that movie. Shockingly. What a movie. You hate centrists, pick a side. Oh, don't get political, Gertchie. Careful there. Careful there. It's supposed to work like that, but you don't know if there's any evidence. So regarding the left-handed versus right-handedness. Well, I know that my sister is left-handed, and she is a better sharpshooter than I am in basketball. So that is my my evidence. All right. So we drew this this thing here. So we're gonna go with this thing. and score some cheap points. And now we draw an S again. Oh my gosh. This is absolute domination. Depending on what happens. Maybe Dustin's gonna block absolute and bingo twice in a row. That could still happen. And that would make the game at least reasonable, I guess. There's also like some weird. Is there any word that would like. Probably not, right? There has to be a vowel here. Like I'm thinking of like bouquet or some weird word like that isn't possible. Don't get political, please. That is a good one. I like that one, Super Noodles, even though I must respond the same way, as I responded to Gertrude. Just know that I feel the exact same way, but your joke maybe got me a little bit more. Okay, let's try this T. So you have some ambidexterity. You're that part on the spectrum, Gertrude. It's interesting. I play guitar left-handed, and most other things I'm right-handed, I think. Something like piano is interesting because I could never imagine how pianos were like more fit for left-handed people. Like was Bach left-handed? Because I find that Bach's music has a lot of left hand in it compared to other composers. And I don't know which composers were left-handed. And I guess you can't really know for sure. But I can't imagine that, like, most things in life are not made for left-handed people, like scissors and all that junk. So I feel like the piano is in that category. Ravel left-handed concerto. WTF knows a lot more about music than me. Is Ravel a composer? It's because all of Bach's music is about having each of the voices having their. That's not necessarily. No, it's not a joke. That's not necessarily. I mean, there are lots of composers that like to separate their. I guess Bach's style is specifically more drawn to that sort of thing, I guess. Is this politics? Wait, are we did I get tricked into is talking about Bach's compositions politics? Could be. All right, absolute was blocked as I imagined it would be. Most plays are going to be in this area. So 7 in the tile bag. So there's still some time. Unfortunately, I can't play boletus anywhere. It'd be funny to play the singular and the plural in the same game. So I see something really funny in this position. I see that if I play off my S, let's say if I play sweepier, and I draw the most prevalent tile, it's not the most likely tile, but it is. Like, it's that weird thing where I'm more likely to draw any of the 11 other tiles that are unseen to me. But if I do draw a tile, if I don't draw the eye, it's less likely in my head that I'm supposed to be drawing that tile. Like, if I draw a G, why didn't I draw an I? There are more I's. Like, specifically the G, I shouldn't draw it. I should draw the I 3 times as much as a G. But it's because the G and everything else adds up to more than the I. It's hard for my brain to process. Anyway, I'm going to play Sweep Here, hope to draw an I. Wait, what was I even going for? I thought I was going to Play Aboiteau. What is wrong with me? Okay, I definitely am tired. I was going for Aboiteau, but for some reason I thought Aboiteau. That was just such a terrible play. For some reason I thought Aboiteau ended in an A, and I would be able to play it. All right, well, it's a good thing I didn't draw the I. That would have been even more embarrassing. So yeah, that was a silly, 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 silly idea. Unbelievably silly. But anyways, luckily I'm ahead 200 points. What was I thinking? Is it Ravel? Ravel? That is T. That is T. That is T. Are you saying because I'll have you know, Revel. Revel. Huh. I'll have you know, Patchy, that if I am intoxicated, I don't think my level of play goes down, really, in general. Rav Rave Ravel. Isn't that the same thing? Jake, isn't that what I said? Ravel? Ravel. Yeah, isn't it Ravel though? Like, isn't that how it's actually supposed to be pronounced? Because it's French? Ravel. I mean, you guys can do whatever. You can hate on me as much as you'd like. Alright, 3 in the tile bag. Let's just make a 2-tile play because we're autopiloting. Come on. There you are. I said unravel? I gotta follow. Wait, what happened? Where did I miss it? Oh, I messed up. Okay, I didn't I didn't set this up properly. I gotta follow, but I can't replay it. I forgot to make it the right size. Sorry. It was 7 wait, 1920 to 1280? Was that it? Oh, I don't actually remember. 1440. I don't remember. I messed up the setup. Sorry. If you're just joining, I'm in a different location, and I'm just now noticing things that I forgot to set up properly. But thank you for the follow, whoever you were. You can say hi in chat so I can actually see who you were, or if you rather remain somewhat anonymous. Yeah, I think that's what I did. 1920, 1080. Thank you, Will. Oh, no, I did 1280. What's 1280? Anyways, this tea is supposed to help me, Patchy, okay? I don't know if it is helping me, but we'll get there. And to be fair, I was provided with this widget, anti-bow. I was provided with this widget by Wander15, who also provided me with the scene, the way that things look, the way I look, the way that this stream looks is all Wander15. So thank you. And yeah, the first time he provided me with this widget that's supposed to show who's following, I also forgot to change the size of it. So this is not necessarily that I'm in a different place, it's just that I making the same mistakes over and over. All right, so the bag is empty. I don't see a bingo that Dustin has through the eye. I guess there could be one, but I just don't see it. So I'm going to leave it open because I can. Even if I'm missing something, I'm ahead by way too many points. So let's try and score well over 2 turns. How can we do that? Like, I kind of want to do something here, but I don't see it. I'd also rather not go over. So in that interest, let's make a play. Let's play Auntie again, just for the fun of it. And that's not a good play. But sometimes when you have the choice to make a not so good play in the end game and not go overtime versus going overtime and losing 10 points, choice is relatively clear. Okay, good game, Dustin. Sorry that I drew the bag on you. Yeah, not much to say. I think Futon was a nice content play for you. Really just blowing everything open. It did not work out well because I just drew an incredible set of tiles. I also drew the Z for Zap. I drew both blanks. I drew the Q. Able to score with it. Yeah, things just did not go your way, Dustin, but you put up a great fight, as usual. I will say, Weepy, we were talking about that. You could have doubled the W. So I think one thing that I do, that I've learned to do, to try and become more consistent with not making these sorts of unforced errors, is I'm ready to make my play, then I just think for 1 second, it's like, okay, does this make sense? I might even put it on the board first and be like, hesitate a little bit and just make sure that I'm not doing something that I'll regret, like after I hit the clock and realize what I did wrong. But online it's different because you don't really have that tactile experience of placing the play on the board and looking at it. You do place the play on the board and look at it in a different way, but I feel like the tactile experience is hard to replicate for lots of things. Anyways, okay, we're gonna play Jake. Let's see if we can find this. Invitations. We are playing Jake O. All right. Jake, really, really awesome dude in chat. Haven't played you in a while. Good luck to you. And we're playing again in English US, 15 minutes. That seems like the best time format for these streams, but I'm very happy to play other time formats as well. Yeah, I've played Jake in chess, I've played Jake in Scrabble. I guess there are lots more games that we can play Jake in, but I think those two probably are good enough. You don't think the 25-minute time control was on here before? I think that is new. I think you're right, Dustin. Oh, disconnected. Okay, he's back. Again, I feel like there might be a 7-letter word here, but I don't see it. Oh, also, if Muffin with Tentacle is still here, I am curious to know what the bingo. I guess I can just check. Similor. No, I've never seen that word in my life. Never seen that word in my life. Ooh, there's a winky heart kissy face in the chat. Well, well, that was very kind. Okay. D-Bird redubbed. Redoubled. Not deburied, reburied. Rubied. Exuded, I guess, is a play here. That's 30. Yeah, I'm close to redoubled. I can also potentially have some overlaps going on here. I guess just Deb is a thing. It's not good. That's not as good as Exuded. It's 11 fewer points. And yeah, I mean, I could play Bed for a little bit more, and Bedu. I guess I could play Bedu for 22, which might be worth it over Exuded, because the leave is a decent amount better, and the defense is slightly better. And this doesn't take an S, so it's not actually dangerous in many ways. The overlaps can happen. I like to think my opponent always has an O. Okay, did it work? New follower. Thanks for following. Disorder. Okay, it worked. Sorry for putting my face right in front of the screen like an old man. But thank you for following. So do I play Bedu or Exuded? I'm gonna go for the points. But I think it's very close. Yeah, welcome to the official Scrabble channel on Twitch, where we play on playscrabble.com. Feel free to send me a challenge in whatever. I guess I've played in German and in French, so I can't really say no to necessarily to German challenges unless you're like really good at German Scrabble. I feel like I could veto that because I'm not really good at German Scrabble. But yeah, feel free to send me a challenge if you're in North America. This website is in beta and available in North America only for the moment. And if you need any help setting things up, let us know. Might not be able to set you up here and now, but I'm here every Thursday at this hour, taking chats challenges and bantering with everyone. So welcome in. And I like that emote. Beautiful. Play Ravel in French. Oh, sorry, Ravel. Ravel. Need to change the name color? Yeah, potentially. Yeah, it was very hard to read that. So yeah, we'll look into that for next time. All right, Oilier is played. So that takes a R hook in North American Scrabble. And so I'll have some options there. Before I think about that, I want to make sure I'm not missing an 8-letter word. I see something like puberal. I see upbraid. Those are 7-letter words, but not 8-letter words. But I don't want to miss something. I'm close to I'm 1 letter off of Behel Puri. So if that A were an L, that would be a really fun word. Indian dish. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna play with Roylier, so I'll just plop down Prow here, which is a nice score. 34 points. The leave isn't ideal. I think actually I'd prefer to get a few more points and leave myself with only an eye and play up bear. I don't usually like to keep a lone eye because when you duplicate an eye, which happens pretty often because there are lots of eyes, the value of your rack goes down a lot. However, we've already had 3 eyes played, so the risk of duplication I think is significantly less than 50% here. So much that I'm happy to just keep a lone eye and draw 6 tiles. Let's see what happens. I shouldn't have said anything. Should not have said anything. Hey, maybe my math was off too. What if my math wasn't off, I probably wouldn't have drawn these eyes. Wait, does that make sense? My math wasn't off. Yeah. If my math wasn't off, I would be less, or I'd be more likely to not have drawn these eyes, not only because of the math, but because I believe in karma when it comes to Scrabble. And as a result, if I draw triplicate eyes after saying, oh, I don't think I'm going to duplicate my eyes, oops, I think that is what is supposed to happen. Up dog. When is it time to exchange? Probably here. Actually here it's going to be close, depending on what Jake does. But that is a good question by C. Davy. I would say you sort of have to do a little bit of mental math. If you're putting a play on the board, yeah, good one, Scott. You took the bait. If you have certain plays that you see with the rack that leave you with tiles that appear to be worth more negatively than the play, I guess you'd have to know, you'd have to have a good idea of what tile valuations are. Like, I would say I is worth around -10, and 3 eyes is worth like -15 or more. But yeah, if I'm thinking of this play Whaley, and I'm thinking of AII, and I'm thinking of what's the value of AII? Is it, if I add 18 to what I perceive the value of these tiles to be, which is around -11 or minus something like -11 or maybe -12, or maybe a bit less, between like -10 and -12, I would estimate or guesstimate here. And so I would say 18 minus 12, that's 6. Is there a letter or a group of letters on this rack that I can keep that is worth more than 6 points? And the answer is no. The best leave I can keep with this rack is just the E, the lone E, and that's worth around 1 point usually. So I would say that in this position, the play of Whaley is considerably better than the exchange based on that. But if you want another tip that's a bit more easy to parse, think about the letters you're keeping and where they go on the board and what's likely to happen. You're likely to draw around the same amount of vowels as you draw consonants. And what happens if I make a play like aw and I keep I? What's gonna happen? I'm gonna have almost no plays next turn almost all of the time. And the plays I'm gonna have are still gonna leave me with junk. And so if your play isn't scoring very well, you want to be scoring in the 20s basically on average every turn. That's the basic amount of points you want to be scoring at like a more amateur Scrabble level. Just try and score in the 20s every turn if you can on average. That doesn't mean If you're scoring 10, that's a problem. If you're scoring 10 and keeping really good letters, that's fine. But I'm not scoring well with these letters. So I might even consider exchanging, if this was my only option, keeping I. I also have awa. I might exchange. But yeah, now that there's another factor that wants me to exchange, which is now there's a really big hook on the board. This takes a D, an R, an S, and a T. And I have none of those letters. That's also begging me to exchange. So actually, the play of Whaley has gotten worse based on what my opponent has played. So there's so many factors to consider when deciding whether or not to exchange. I might even play Whaley here, because that way at least I have a triple potentially to come back with if this triple is used. But yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm in big trouble here, but I think it's still better to play through this rack. But yeah, basically just think about the, oh my god, what a draw. Just think about the letters you're keeping if you're not exchanging, and the likelihood that they're going to be able to be dealt with on the next turn or even the next two turns in a reasonable manner where you're not like scoring 8 points or 4 points with like something like Ilya, which is just not a play you ever want to make. So yeah, when is it time to exchange? More often than you might think. Yeah, so for that rack, if I'm exchanging, I'm only keeping the E. Despite the fact that normally you want to be keeping around a 3-to-2 consonant to vowel ratio. And I know this is a lot of information to process. Don't worry about it. That's sort of the ideal ratio of letters for the English language. Relaying comes down. Despite the fact that you want to be keeping more consonants than vowels, the E is such a good letter for bingos that it's usually worth keeping it without another consonant. So I'm gonna play Bailey's. I got Baileyed out of my rack of AII. I drew really, really well. Drew 2 consonants, 1 vowel, and a blank. So that's not gonna happen very often after the play of Whaley, but I'm glad to still be in the game here. I can also play Alibis. I guess I want to play a cooler play than Bailey's. I'll play Alibied and Faced. But there doesn't seem to be much of a difference between the two plays at all. Yeah, let's catch up on chat. Will is a better player than me, so you can trust his analysis as well. Think of it this way. Let's say you average 15 points per turn. If you have really good letters, you might score more than 15. If you have really bad letters, you might score less. Forgot to make a play that starts your next rack with awful letters, you're almost guaranteed to score much less. Yeah. So much less than taking 0 points now. Yeah, that's the thing. We know that exchanging scores nothing. So it's really hard to bite the bullet on it. But you think of it as sort of a math equation. If you're exchanging now to average more next turn, it's sort of worth it in a lot of situations. Ali was an option I didn't see through either of the L's that Churro points out, but the W, yeah, the leave that I would be keeping with Ali would be worth a bit, maybe a tiny bit more than the AII leave, but not enough to justify the point sacrifice. They refuse to exchange letters. Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, so there are lots of like tips about like feel free to exchange if your letters are really bad, but then don't exchange too much. You can go either way. If you're exchanging because you like keeping really good letters, but you just keep exchanging and not scoring any points. Let's say I exchange 2 times and then I score 75 points because I kept really good letters, but that's only an average of 25 points. I want to be averaging more than 25 points over 3 turns. So I guess I'm going to bingo again, which is very fortunate. This is a good game so far. Things are very close. And I've drawn into a third bingo, which does not play. Oh, it does play. Oh my goodness. It actually plays in 2 spots. Oh my goodness. Am I going to bingo 3 times in a row? Well, this is a really lucky scenario after Whaley that I'm bingoing twice and potentially 3 times in a row. But that's the thing about Scrabble. What happens is just one iteration of what could have happened. Ah, yes, almost had sangria. Killer instinct. Yeah, they need the killer instinct, I agree. Wander 15 has the killer instinct. I don't think I have the killer instinct. Oh, also worth mentioning is a really cool extension of Helix. And no, that's not Anthelix. Actually, it might be pronounced Anthelix. Never mind. But Anthelix is how I'd pronounce it. But yeah, it's going to be hard for Jake to make a play that blocks my bingo here. And now that I've mentioned that, he's probably going to block it. Because that's how these things work. And I should be I should be a bit less brazen with my attempts to predict the future, as we've already seen um, with the idea of playing up bear, keeping a lone eye. All right, so the bingo still fits. It's actually 4 more points now. And I can also play it underneath for even more. So 78 for this. Anato being a yellow food dye, I'm pretty sure. I think Anato might be. Is it yellow? There's a food dye that's like in the Smarties. It's like a Canadian candy that's made from insect juice. I know, disgusting, right? But I don't know if that's Anato. I think that might be something else. Your mom played Virio against you as a 10-year-old and you got mad? Really? I don't know this story, Will. You got mad at the word Virio. Thanatos. That is a word through an H. Yes. Nice word. It's cochineal. Is that what the die is? Oh. Yeah, I think they did phase it out. Same as the yoga mat ingredient in Subway sandwiches or Subway bread, right? Once people realize what's in their food, they sometimes get a bit upset. Starks use it for the frappuccinos? Yeah, that's really interesting. Thanatos is the bad guy? No, no, no. No, Wander, you're 15. You're thinking of Thanos, and not in Secret of Mana. You're thinking of Avengers. No, you're totally confused, Wander 15. Okay, I don't think we've drawn a fourth bingo in a row, but we did what we call Bingo, bango, bongo. That's what we call it. If you have a better idea, a better term that you can think of for three bingos in a row, please let us know because I feel like bingo, bango, bongo is just a bit weird. I feel like we could phase that one out, just like the red die. Chess Bunzo, what's up? Don't worry about it. You're right on time, actually. You're right at the top of the hour. Jake has swapped. What did he say in chat? Oh, sorry, I forgot to open vertically. He was so excited. Yeah, that is a problem that he opened horizontally. It's okay, I still respect the guy. But yes, this was a very unfortunate. Jake was doing really well with this play of face relaying Magi, but I just bingoed 3 times in a row, and now he's in pretty dire position here. The board isn't very open either. There are places to bingo, but not for that many points. And I'm going to be trying to get rid of those, I think, if I can. So, what can we do to play some defense? What I'm most worried about is a comeback initiation by Jake that involves him bingoing twice. So what I'm going to try to do here is find a play that constricts the board in a way that it's going to be really hard to accomplish that feat of 2 bingos. It's important to note there aren't that many vowels left. So I also need to be a bit careful with the vowels I'm keeping, because that's another way I could lose, is if I don't draw any vowels over many turns in a row. So I guess I could just do Maynard. Looks really bad. I think stoved might be a word. And it looks kind of weird, but I kind of like the idea. This is the most lucrative bingo spot on the board. I'm not creating any real new lucrative spots. You can bingo through the T and the S, but after that, it's going to be hard to bingo again. So this sort of accomplishes what I'd like. You can bingo under the H or over the H of Helix. And once I overlap that play, it's going to be really hard to bingo again. So I think this is a good idea. Might not be the best idea, but it's an idea that I enjoy. So let's go for it. And you don't often see using an S like that. But when you have a crushing lead, the value of your letters doesn't mean as much as the value of defense and the value of preventing your opponent from achieving things to come back into the game. Okay, see you, Lola. Sorry. If he kept that R on the face turn, he might have had Cupbearer. Cupbearer. That's so cool. I'll have to ask him. Oh, Rev is a great play. Rev is a great play to open an S hook that I cannot really block a lot of the time. And I think I'm going to leave it alone. I mean, I can play something with F. That doesn't fully block. And I can, I guess, sacrifice maybe a lot of points to block. Can I even do that? Yeah, it's actually really hard to block. Yeah, really nice play. We can play my name for no other reason than it's my name. But I'll try not to make narcissistic plays this stream. I noticed that if I draw an E, I have zone A for 1,000,000 points. But I can't rely on that sort of thing here. Emoji with an E as well. Doesn't fit. Alright, what I want to do here is score points. So let's think about this. I can just play fair. I like that. It's very weird to be keeping the J and the Z here. But I'm scoring so well and getting rid of, again, a bingo lane. Now the revs lane is way more important than anything else, but there's still value in this. Yeah, I'm playing this. And we drew 2 vowels, which is really clutch. One of them being the E we were thinking about. That is very, very good. I cannot see myself losing this game at this point. I also had the Z for this spot, but I didn't have a play there. I should have mentioned that. I didn't even notice. I guess my brain already processed that there was no play there. There would have been a play in Collins. Yeah. Bingo Bango Bunzo. Bingo Bango Bungo. No, these are bad ideas. Exhaust the bag of tiles. Wander played his name in the last Scrabble stream. Oh, okay. He attempted to play the DJ Khaled clip? Which clip is that? Another one? Oh, congratulations, you played yourself. That's so funny. Okay, so let's just play Zone A and apologize for our luck. Yeah, this is insurmountable now. Yeah, no Dustin. No Dustin. Some people's names are words. What can you do? It's just, life is just not fair. Play Jake. Can I do that? No, I can't. Alright, so he could have Rick Haynes for 1,000,000 points. Let's hope he does. And let's try not to go over time. Yes! Alright, 100 points for Jake if he sees it. Very nice. 102. Alright, nice way to end things. I was rooting for you there, Jake. Good game. Yes, it is void. Yeah, there was a 1 in 8 chance that he had Rick Haynes. Probably more than that, though, since he's been building his rack up. So that is nice. Nice to see. Yeah, those 3 bingos in a row was ridiculous. Those 3 bingos in a row were ridiculous. But the action, the event of the 3 bingos singularly was ridiculous. Oh, the man-eater or white shark. Whoa, that is a fun definition. Yeah, the bingo bango bunzo. You know what? I like it, Chess Bunzo. But I don't think it's going to catch on, but I hope it does. We were asking what the terminology should be changed to, Jake, if anything. Because we say bingo bango bongo for 3 in a row. I think we say bingo bango bongo bungo for 4 in a row. I don't think there's one for 5 in a row. 5 in a row, it's probably just like you walk out and flip the Scrabble board if you're playing in person. Because that should never happen. Bingo. I mean, you'd have to pronounce each O separately, Gerchi. Bingo-o, bingo-wo-wo. So you think 3 bingos should be bingo-wo-wo? I already don't like the word bingo. Though we have had 5 in a row once. 7 in a row? Maybe like between 2 players. I don't think anyone's played 7 bingos in a row on their turns. Hey, Jellimokas. Bingo. Oh my gosh. I don't like any of these, but I appreciate the suggestions. A turkey? That's not the right game. And neither is bingo. That's the problem. It's all taken from different games. You saw Wander 15 do that against Quackle 7? Or say bingo. Yeah, bonus, banus, Venus. Anyways, someone sent me a challenge before I go crazy with these stupid ideas. 7 bingos in a row. Oh, I see what you're saying. Just we had one question, Jake. Do you remember um when you played Face? Did you have an R when you played Face? That was our one question. Maven Quackle Macondo. Oh, jeez. Also, hello to Binac. It's good to see everyone here. Thanks for stopping by and watching the stream. I usually stream on my own channel, Axer Typo. However, it's become very fun every Thursday to be streaming on this channel, on the official Scrabble channel, on playscrabble.com. It's, yeah, I've had some really fun times here. But I am waiting for someone to challenge me. I might have to play the computer. You think you had Faceage. Okay. I see. Yeah. Someone noted Cupbearer was possible. Well, not just somebody, but Muffin with Tentacle. One of my favorite people on the planet. Also, previous national champion. If you had the R, you had a really cool play of Cupbearer. The Axer Typo show starring Axer Typo. Yes. Dustin could re-challenge. I don't know. Is there really no one else in this chat that wants to play a game? I think that there has to be somebody out there that I haven't played today. I'm definitely happy to play the same people, but most likely I would prefer to play the same people once a stream because we do only have 2 hours. I'm too big and scary. Yeah, I'm not as scary as Wander. Wander is covered in cats. Alright, while people think about it, I am going to go back to menu and try and find a match. Let's see if somebody is looking for a match. And it better not be Dustin. But yeah, we'll try the matchmaking. Oh. Wait, let's... Oh, I wonder if the bug is gonna happen. Okay, Driven Speller matched us, but I didn't cancel my matchmaking. So it's possible I could be playing a second game at the same time. That would be funny. Anyways, good luck to Driven Speller, who does not have to say who they are in chat if they don't want to. I could commentate yours, Dustin. No, you can't watch games yet. Yeah, everyone jump in the queue. All right, so Yogi, good idea. Wrong execution. Obviously, we much prefer H7 Yogi because it is a vertical play, and this is a vertical stream. Unfortunately, for those who who are, I guess, irrationally against superior tactics. Um, yeah, let's see. I have jail. I want to play my J for sure. But I also want to play my U. But it's definitely not worth. Oh, what happened? Yeah, I think you guys see this? I think there's another game happening. Okay, if I refresh, is it gonna be the same game? Oh, this would be so funny. Okay, it's still the same game, but we saw something weird happen just now. Still looking for those bugs to squash for sure. Anyways, we're back to this game, but we did hear the sound of a game starting. And if somebody in chat did join the queue, they might be in a game with me that I cannot attend to, which would be really funny. Judy for 17 or jail for 27. If those are my choices, I'm gonna play jail. Muffin with Tentacle says we need to talk regarding the verticality of things. I don't know if we need to talk, Muffin with Tentacle. I mean, I'm always happy to talk to you. But what I will say is there a game or is there a song out there called Vertical Insanity? No, there isn't. It's called Virtual Insanity. So my point is not even valid. All right. This looks potentially good here. We just got an R and a C to play through. So there could be something here that bingos. And if so, it would be a vertical bingo. I must mention. We're close to like diabetic. But yeah, I don't see it yet. But yes, no need to rehash the debate on vertical versus horizontal openings with Muffin with Tentacle, because I believe there is just no rehabilitation possible for this man to consider the superiority of vertical tactics. Okay, let's find a word here instead of troll our friends, which I enjoy spending at least 10% of the stream trolling friends, but I really need that 90% so I can focus on games. Yeah, if only you guys knew the history, the trolling history between myself and Muffin with Tentacle. It is extremely, it could just, yeah, it could be a perfect plot for a sitcom. There's so much content there. Man, I feel so close to something, but so far, what to do? Is there even a double-double? I don't think so. Red bait, tri-bait. Man, taking so long. Bruited, Dub, Juba. All these plays are very uninspiring. Cubed. Ugh. Abduct. I guess. Oh, whoops. What's this? I guess it's fine. Is it better than Bruited? Is it better than Bruited? That's a good question. I think so. I probably missed a play there. It's good to try breaking stuff. Yes, it is. It literally takes more time to place a vertical play from a horizontal rack. It is measurably inferior. That's assuming that you have to put your tiles on your rack horizontally. You can put them vertically. Like, I could have all my tiles sideways, and it wouldn't make a difference. So that's been debunked. I feel like that was debunked in like 2014, though, Muffin of Tentacle. Like, come up with some new, like attempts with your flat Earth horizontal play nonsense. I can't believe I said that. Horizontal plays. It's like flat Earth because it's flat. Oh no. Oh, that's too funny. That's too funny. I almost have anti-bow again. No, but this is the thing, Muffin the Tentacle. I don't know why he's even on these Scrabble.com or PlayScrabble.com streams. Does he know that Zoe opens vertically? Does he know that at least the Grandmaster opens at least sometimes vertically? It's the only website on the internet where the bots open vertically. And it's a keeper as a result. You can play the tiles faster because you'll be placing them closer to you. Dustin, only if the board is facing you and your tiles are horizontal. Like, you can have your rack, you can have the board sideways, and you can have your rack turn 90 degrees. Probably counterclockwise, I would say, is the best method there. But you don't need to do that. Like, who cares about 1 second? Like, Muffin Tentacle takes more than 1 second on so many moves just to make a face that he wants his opponent to see. Like, he makes micro expressions to induce his opponents into error. I've seen this. And it just takes more than a second to do that. Whereas you can just play complete psychological warfare with your opponent on move one, and then you don't need to waste any more time. You know? Alright, so I saw Wombat. The problem with Wombat is it opens a triple and keeps two vowels. So I'm way more fond of the play like Bow here. It's just that neither of those rack leaves are going anywhere. So I'd like to do more than this. But this is not a word. So we go ahead and play Bow, I think. Need a Muffin and Nigel sitcom. Yeah, that'd be great. Turl. Yeah, opponent is putting the time pressure on as well. I bet you opponent is Binac. That would not surprise me. Podium, opium. Idiom. I mean, I saw putty, but that's only 27. And it keeps MOD. Mod power is nice, but maybe not so nice. Pitot. Pitot is a word. There's also ideas of like, we know that Tomp is not valid. Yeah, I don't really see anything great. Is there like a 7-letter word that scores through the A? I don't think so. All right. Yeah. All right, let's just play putty. Hope our rack improves, which might have slightly improved here. Almost have copium. True. I just feel like these turns have been somewhat difficult. Maybe not the last turn. And when the turns are difficult and I don't have a lot of time, I just feel very strongly that I'm missing plays. And I don't like that. And I don't have even time to process what's going on because my opponent is going to continue to play fast. So definitely one of my weaknesses is time pressure. It's probably a lot of people's weakness. But in that way specifically, sort of I get psychologically I get into my own head when I'm getting time pressured, when I'm getting fast played. But like I don't see plays any slower. I might have a bit more of tunnel vision in certain positions. But I'm still seeing plays. It's just that I feel like I'm missing plays. Which I usually am. There's oak. There's naked. MOT is not that good. It's just okay. Okay is fine. It's okay. I do note that this is a thing. The E hook here. Yeah, I think I'll just play okay. Not tandem mandek. Yeah, this is actually a very good leave of mated. But doesn't really go anywhere. We'll see what happens. Yeah, that could have been bad. You once held to play for 9.5 minutes on the second turn of the game. Yeah, I also feel like that rings a bell. I played a game against a grandmaster, Ian Weinstein, at a national tournament where he bingo bango bunzoed. It's so funny to say that. But he bingoed 3 times in a row and was winning by like 150 or 200. Yeah, I know, Dustin. And then I made a play that blocked his fourth bingo, which he had, but I blocked it with my play. And because he is also a superstitious player like myself, I think that is the main reason this happened. But he proceeded to take, I think, 15 minutes or more on his next play. And we have 25 minutes total. But he took an insane amount of time to make his next play. And I was just sitting there like, what the hell is going on? Like, you're ahead, you're just winning. Like, what? You don't have to think so hard here. Like, just like save your energy. You're getting old. Like, you're in your 50s. Like, you need the energy more than me. Why are you just what is going on here? And yeah, I think it was just because I blocked his bingo and he just couldn't believe it. Even though he's bingoing 3 times. Like, what's the problem? Anyways, I almost came back that game. But it was very like imagine being the person who's losing in that position. Your opponent's taking 15 minutes and you're just like, what are they doing? Like what do I do? Like I'm just sitting here. I have no hope. Anyways, obviously you can take as long as you want. You have the time that you have. So it wasn't like I thought it was like unsportsmanlike or anything. Um, there have been instances, there are instances where using your time when you clearly don't need to in a position where you're either winning or losing is unsportsmanlike for sure. Um, and that's actually happened at a world championship. There was a world champion who spent like 12 or 13 minutes in an end game, a totally lost end game, where there was just literally nothing to do. But he spent all that time to end his clock at 0000 because I think he was upset about what had just occurred um, in the game where he got beaten pretty badly. Okay, I think we have to take the spot here. But MV is not very great. But game is still up in the air. We're taking a small lead with tempo. Yeah, there's no resigning. Yeah, no resigning allowed. And when you're winning the game, you're not resigning. Your opponent can just milk the clock because like you're winning, right? Even if there were resigning, that could still happen. All right. So here there's just worm. It's probably the play. There's also like some value to keeping the W. But there's just there's no like play here that's similar in value, I think. So yeah, just worm. Worm it is. Alright, racks are not improving. We're hanging on by a thread. Opponent could have any of the 4 S's or the 2 blanks. Yeah. Things are looking worse and worse in this game. Rearwards. And a reward. Oh, those are nouns that mean the same thing. Huh. But yeah. Oh, wow. This is fortunate. That could be... Oh, that could have been a setup. There's no J or Z. Okay, so... We play vague, surely, right? It can't be worth playing Vang and not setting up the R. Vegan? We could play vegan. Make it a little bit harder. Yeah, maybe vegan is slightly better. NN versus UN. I don't know, we'll see. Vegan takes the S and vague takes the R. There were more S's than R's, but NN... I prefer the U for some reason in that position. Okay, we have this rack. Sirloin with a U. Why is that rack seem familiar? Sirloin. What? No, there surely isn't a word in here. I was rewatching some of Will's stream from Tuesday, Wander 15's. He was talking about just being able to see the words during a turn and not having to worry about if you're missing a word, which is a huge deal at the top level. I do spend way too much time looking for words that may or may not be there. So when he said that, it just showed once again how much of a dominant force he is in the game, because he can just see his options so much quicker. He knows all the words. Un is better than NN? Sometimes, not always. I think here it was, but how much better, and is the R hook not more dangerous? There were 3 R's and 4 S's unseen. So more S's. The S starts more words than the R, so Vegan's hook is definitely likelier to happen. Although R is also in second position. But I think there's still like more likely that an S starting word was happening than a word with R starting or R in second position. I don't actually know. That would be important to know. OE. Okay, so we have a chance. We're up a lot here. Opponent's blocking. Very weird. It's also like I could do something very defensive. What can I play here? Solunars. I want to play a 5. I don't see a 5. Alright. Let's do this. Not happy with it. Okay, immersion. Oniria, Seroutine, no. So I have... Yeah. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. Man, I really wanted that 5-letter word. Sorin, I guess, was possible. I don't see anything. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go for my bingo. 5 consonants. There are 15 consonants, 5 vowels. Iringos. Iringos. Ay. Okay, I need to go. I need to go. There's so many options here. Too many options. Yeah, under a lot of time pressure. I don't like that play. Don't like that play at all. Sorry, chat. I'm very wired at the moment. But I don't see... Indulge doesn't fit. Doyle, idleness, no. Selenoid. Okay. Overtime. I don't want to break up my rack like that. Not liking this. Not liking this, but I did draw the bingos. Potentially that fit. License, silence. License, silence. Ay, ay, ay. License, silence. Okay. Okay, I think we got it. Oh my gosh. Very lucky. Very lucky comeback. I think we got it. Sorry, I was tryharding that game. I somehow came back. Opponent just had very unworkable letters. Yeah, I just have to find an outplay that scores decently. There's obviously plays with jailers. And then there's here. Nah, this is nice. Stuff like oust. Obviously, outs is the best outplay because it's self-descriptive. But yeah, blank in the bag, really lucky. Opponent having lots of consonants, really lucky. So we made it. We were able to come back. All right. Guess we can't play outs, really. All right. Close game. Good game to Driven Speller. Turn history. Yeah, that was a lucky comeback by me. I wonder what I missed. I can't wait until we can go back in the games. But that was a game. Look at this staircase. Look at this staircase. But that was a really rough game. Lots of tough decisions that I don't know if I got right. Marquise was huge. I could have played this. Oh no, I couldn't have. Okay, it's not a word. I couldn't find. I wanted to play a 5-letter word. It just intuitively seemed like a good idea. Even though it's only 23 points, if I played with jails, I would score 23 points, but I'd block so many things at once, and I would be ahead by like 75. That was sort of what I was trying to do. But yeah, didn't find anything. There is no 5 starting with S. Wow. Anywho, I definitely could have improved on many decisions there, I'm sure. Okay, so I have time for another game, or maybe 2 Blitz games. So if anyone wants to play, we could play a 15-minute game, but I will be playing extremely fast. Because although I do want to stay longer than 2 hours, I am booked for 2 hours, and I do have to eat dinner after this. So if someone does want to challenge me with a 15-minute game, I will play extremely fast. So I'll make very instantaneous moves, but it'll be fun. Otherwise, I will go back to menu and potentially play a computer. Oh, I want to see if still average game score 232. Okay, so there's no history of a game that I had alongside the game I was playing against Driven Speller, who, again, I assume Driven Speller was Binac. Hey, Pad Thai. Yeah, I wish I could make Pad Thai and play Infinity Words with you guys. Maybe another day, or maybe much later tonight. Unlikely though. But that would be on my own channel. Sirloin with the U might have been what I was thinking. Yeah, Muffin with Tentacle. So there could be the Collins confusion just seeping in. To the point where I had that rack of sirloin. And I was like, is there a word here? Is there a word here? And I spent a lot of time. And that's like a lower level of confusion. It's not like normally when we talk about lexical confusion, because the word sirloin with the U is valid only in international English. Whereas I play normally with US English. Normally, if I do play too much or a certain amount of Collins of international play, I will get confused at any point with some of the words that are not valid. And that the normal Collins confusion would be playing a word that I think is valid but is only valid in international play. But even so much as taking a certain amount of time to consider a word or a rack even that I don't even see a word on, that also is part of the confusion that might occur, and that doesn't necessarily lose me a turn by getting the word challenged off in an over the board event, but it does cause me time, and time is precious. Okay, speaking of time, let's play the computer. Let's try to beat the Grandmaster. I have time for 2 games of Blitz. So let's go. Alright. So Queen. I don't like those plays, but I think I have to go for them. I can draw a D. I didn't draw a D for Queendom, sadly. I have 3 O's. Although, Uprush, okay, nice. Alright, I get to play Unmore. There might be a bingo here. Mono Rose. Yeah, there might be a bingo. I don't see it though. Computer has learned to play very fast. I call her Zoe because I think that's what it is on Scrabble Go. Her name is Zoe. But no name on this website, I think. Wow, I don't have a play underneath with the X. That is unfortunate. as far as I can see at least. So I'll play do. Not happy with. Oh, I just noticed I had two S's there. I didn't actually realize that I had two S's. But I drew into a bingo, nonetheless, that I'm going to be able to play of Wassail. So I'll do that. Oh, drew both blanks. Very good. We only have vowels though, so we can play alienee or alienese in various spots. Alright, so let's go ahead. And we're doing pretty well. We're ahead 92, but we know that it's not over against the likes of this bot. Just bingo, bingo, bango. Ooh, okay. Bot is not drawing well. Very happy about that. Meanie, I guess, is fine. Or no, Anomi is the play. Ooh. Ooh. Is there... So powdered through an E, but isn't there a... Downer... Put downer... Wet drop... I don't know. I don't see it. I'm going to play a bit dangerously here. And hope I don't get burned for it. Oh, powdered is Collins. Okay, well, here we go with the confusing Collins confusion. Yeah, speak of the donkey of Collins confusion. I obviously want to play here, but I'm not gonna do it for some reason. Oh, I can't play ozone. Okay, I am gonna play here. What am I playing? What am I playing? What am I playing? Jots. No, I'm playing Taj, of course. That's for sure better. Thank you for following. Lori Wow. I appreciate the follow. Welcome to the official Scrabble channel. So you can see I am Axer typo. I am very, very focused on trying to beat this bot. And I'm about to go overtime, and I got another follow. Oh, Jello Mochas is following. Possibly for the second time. I don't know what that was. I'm sort of panicking here, but I'm ahead 110. I probably can't lose now. There's only 6 in the bag, so the opponent can only bingo once. Let's just try and block. Okay, I don't think we blocked anything, but we got rid of lots of letters. Noetic, nice play. Okay, I went overtime, sadly. Argosy, cargo. Whatever. I had better plays for sure. CT. Oh, CT. Is that even going out? Yeah, it is. Tick. It doesn't even go out. Oh, because it's playing the highest scoring word. I see. Yeah, that's definitely a problem. It might blow some endgames. Okay, one more game. One more game. Powder is so much safer because of powdery. Maybe because there are 2 Y's out. But also welcome to strategy. Okay, one more game. One more game. Let's see if we can win 2 in a row against this thing. Ooh, we're close to stuff like Kidvid. But let's actually play things we have. What do we have? I don't know what we have. What play can I make here? Damn, I'm caving under the pressure. Alright. I don't know. That doesn't seem like a good play. Oh, strategy wants what... Well, strategy, everybody wants what they can't have, right? Close to Zykai. Man. What am I doing? What to do here? Seems terrible. Alright. Setting up our T. Hoping opponent doesn't have any of the hooks. Prig, brig, trig. That's horrible. I'm taking too long. Okay. Didn't have a hook, but it had a bingo. That's all the same. Koto. Firely? Oh, yeah, frig as well. Firely is a word. What a save. Maybe. Yeah, it didn't block. Alright, we have a chance, I guess, now. But doesn't look so good. Does not look good. Yeah. Ladderid. Shoot. Pushed to another S, which is nice. Unfasted. We drew another rig hook. Okay. Well, it gave us a bingo. But this is looking very close to over here. There's too much scoring going on. Too much scoring. Dexy. We were close. I was close to drawing something good enough. But doesn't seem to have happened. Paw for 38. I guess I still have some outside chance. But what do I play? Vera or Vina? B-U-R-A seems better than B-U-N-A. Okay. Still doesn't look good. I guess it just depends. I think every single turn that computer doesn't have something huge, I still have a chance. Umbra. Ooh, okay, maybe. Oh no. Do I have something through the E? Oh yeah. Yeah, I need to score so much. And I'm going over time. Oh no, yeah. I need to score too much here, I think. I need to find a 9-letter word too. Eek. Eek, 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 eek. I only see egestion through the E. I'm pretty sure that's actually the only word there. But yeah, I need to score 80 points with this. Roentgenic. No. Oh, we're so close. Ah. All right. I didn't see anything there. Yeah, against Scopely GM, I don't know. In Blitz, probably not so good. Into Toonie. Oh, I ran out of time. I had joint. I had outs there. Sad way to end, but that's fine. We're 1-1. 1-1. Anywho. Yeah, fun stream again. The bot is totally cheating, true. Yeah, fun stream again, everybody. Thanks for matching me. Thanks for playing. Thanks for being active in chat. Thank you to all the new followers. I'll be back again. I'll be home. Right now, I'm not home. But I will be home next week at the same time for the next stream. And Scott DPT, thank you. Thank you for the nice dude emote. Appreciate it. And yeah, once again, we're playing on playscrabble.com, which is in beta for North America. So if you're a North American, give it a try. Maybe try to beat the Grandmaster and avenge me. Dustin, thanks for the game. Jake, thanks for the game. Who I think is Binac, thanks for the game. And I will not thank the bot because the bot is thankless. But let's see if we can raid somebody that we know of with an official Scrabble raid. We have people playing Babel Royale. Okay. So, Will, if you were here, we should raid, I think, a critter. Yeah, shoutouts to Driven Speller. Yeah. Yeah, if you could operate that, because I cannot as a simple mod, I believe. That would be great. But yeah, a critter, friend of the stream, been very, very active on Scrabble streams ever since the advent of the new age, as I call it. We all started streaming Scrabble during the pandemic on Twitch. Critter was there probably close to from the start, trying to improve at word games. And speaking of word games, Critter playing Babel Royale. Really, really fun word game that you should all try. Also, a free to play on Steam. And wow, yeah, this is the first time I've seen how many people are here. Thank you to everybody joining. 41 raiders. So we're gonna be a nice healthy raid. Nice healthy raid for our friend. And yeah, if you like word games, I think you'll like Babel Royale if you don't know about it. And if you don't like word games, I'm sorry. I don't know why you wouldn't like word games. Anyways, yeah, thanks for all the viewership, everybody. I am Axer Typo, and this is me. This is happening every Thursday. I don't know what else to say, but the raid is going to carry over in around 10 seconds. So, yeah, Will, if you want to follow me, you can follow me. Thank you, Will, for the shout out. Later, everybody.